Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to Sam & Max Season 3, The Devil's Playhouse, Episode 5, The City That Dares Not Sleep. All the settings are set the same way they were set as in Episode 1, Recording 1 of Season 3. I am very glad that Season 3 runs on Windows 10 without having to hack anything or mess with it. That's nice too, so everything's set. Let's jump into this crazy story and see how it's going to get wrapped up. Begin the new game right now. Again, yes, I want to start a new game. That's my only option. There is no save file. It's so quiet at the start. Then play any sound first load.
Ah, there you are, my friends. I'm so glad you could make it back for our final chapter. It has been 1 week since the tragic turn of events that transformed Max from irrepressible scam to rampaging behemoth. Even now, he cuts a swath of destruction through the Upper West Side, releasing hideous spores that feed off the psychic energy of dreams. You might think that this is yet another predictable story of a giant monster attacking Manhattan. But you'd be dead wrong, my friends. This is a mystery story, a tale of treachery and deceit. Watch carefully, my friends, because before our story is complete, one of the characters you see before you will betray Sam and Max. Who is it? That remains to be revealed. I'll join you again at the halfway point to give you one final guess. But for now, you have more pressing concerns. The great Max Beast, his hour come round at last, slouches towards Brooklyn to be born.
This is interesting. Are we really going to have to figure out who's going to betray us? Well, I can tell you from that set of people, I bet only 3 at most of those people really would betray you. And it potentially is going to say, no, you're wrong, regardless, and choose a different one. Why are there rabbit heads flying around?
Sleep. Sleep. Reports coming in from downtown. Oh no! The entire neighborhood of Tribeca has fallen asleep.
Those fools! Why did they insist on running that independent film festival?
The creature is destroying the city, and the longer we wait, the more powerful he becomes. As acting president, I'm forced to launch the final imperative.
No, wait. There's still some of Max in there. I know it. There's got to be another way.
We've tried everything, sir.
Not quite everything. If you could somehow get a team of highly trained experts inside Max, they might be able to reach his brain and reverse the transformation.
But the maintrons have already attempted to get through every point of entry. Some of the attempts were too horrible to even think about.
Yeah, but they've all been avoiding the mother of all orifices, Max's mouth.
Enter through the mouth? That's suicide.
I guess it's possible. If you could find a way to get him to swallow you whole, there'd be an opening about 3 meters wide.
3 meters? That would be impossible, even for a computer.
Max used to eat Stinky's Megachomp brats in one gulp, and those aren't much smaller than 3 meters.
This is the
Very
reference
well,
to
sir.
Star
But I
Wars.
can only give you until 6 a.m. At that point, for the good of America, I'll have to launch the attack.
I'm on the case. Now, where am I gonna find a team of highly trained experts?
Mr. Pennyworth, the chicken here, has shown up for no reason. He hasn't been in this season at all. So, it feels like we're gonna probably maintain not that much time here in this, and then we're going to probably in Act 2 get in his mouth, or very quickly in Act 1 here get in his mouth. And then that will be that. Let's talk to Mr. Featherly. I said his name was Pennywood, but
Greetings,
whatever.
Sam. As the official representative of the theater district, I offer our full support in this time of crisis.
Hiya, Mr. Featherly. Want to join the team and help us save Max?
Unfortunately, I must decline. Union rules, you know. Can't perform inside any theater smaller than 500 seats or any creature larger than 10 stories. And for obvious reasons, I am averse to being eaten.
So I think we're just gonna talk to everybody and see who they're introduced. This mystery thing has got me wondering. Somebody's gonna betray? Aren't they all gonna betray? Why do I have a jar of espresso beans?
It's my government-issued jar of chocolate-covered espresso beans. Everybody in the city got one to help us stay awake against Max's creepy spores. They were giving out cans of Head Rush brand energy drink, but it all got recalled on account of the high fructose corn syrup and tiny shards of broken glass.
Okay, that's interesting.
Hello, and welcome to the Creature Obliteration and Punishment Society.
Obliteration and punishment? You've got it all wrong. We're trying to help Max.
We will help him to a generous serving of ass-whooping.
Let's ask about viruses.
If we could disguise the DeSoto, we could use it as a Trojan horse to sneak into Max's body like a virus and take out any mind worms or whatever it is that's causing this whole thing.
Please don't mention Trojan horses, worms, or viruses around us.
Why is that?
If we could disguise the DeSoto, we could use it as a Trojan horse to sneak into Max's body like a virus and take out any mind worms or whatever it is that's causing this whole thing.
Please don't mention Trojan horses, worms, or viruses around us.
See, this is the problem with this conversation wheel. We obviously are going to say viruses at some point. That's something we have to do, but if we just keep clicking here, we're just going to get the same thing. And we didn't know that they were going to say the same thing because it wasn't grayed out. And a lot of times when it's not grayed out, they do say something slightly differently at least. So you just never know. You know, I'd rather prefer the game just come out straight and it say viruses second attempt, viruses third attempt, and if it wants us to repeat, that way we have the word is different or something so we know to click on it, that we'll get new dialogue. I don't want to ever see them saying the same thing twice.
What are you guys doing here?
We have pledged our prodigious processing power to devising an algorithm that will save the city, if not the entire universe.
You are welcome.
How long is that going to take?
Estimating. Buffering. Time to completion 3.5 minutes.
Well, that's convenient. Only 3.5 minutes to come up with a solution to the whole thing?
Oh, God, no. It will take 3.5 minutes to come up with the estimate.
So, yeah, it feels very much like a game like this. The only right way to play is to have a walkthrough right in front of you. Otherwise, you're going to have dialogue repeating, or you're going to miss dialogue, or it's going to play in an order that's not quite exactly how the creators wanted it. It's usually not a big deal.
Any ideas about how I can help Max?
Our breakthrough
But
Destructo-Match
by giving me
can
control,
calculate the
I'm
perfect
losing
point to
the
place
story
nuclear warheads
flow.
for maximum destruction with only PG-13 levels of blood and gore.
That is one rabbit who will be multiplying into 1,000 smoldering pieces.
So it seems like they very much want to just blow up Giant Max.
Come on, cops. It's not Max's fault he's been turned into a shambling elder god.
That is one elder god who is headed for mandatory retirement.
How many of these did they write, I wonder?
I'm serious, cops. Superball's gonna blow up my best buddy if I can't stop him.
It looks like your BFF will soon be DOA.
You guys are really getting on my nerves.
And soon Max's nerves will be getting on you. After we blow him up, that is.
So 4 different responses for Giant Max. Not even 2 for viruses.
So if a gibbon had a microchip implanted... Hey, wait a second. What happened to the Crimetron?
She is on an extended weekend getaway with the Bluster Blaster machine.
Ouch. How's Kurt taking it?
I only want her to be happy is all.
Really?
Who needs that Crimetron anyway? Am I right?
You shut your mouth. She was an angel designed in California and manufactured in heaven.
Alright. So no help there. Imagine we're gonna end up using this hole, but let's talk to these people.
Will you join the rescue team, Mama Bosco?
Sorry, Sam. If this is going to work, you're gonna need me operating the radio and monitoring equipment from here.
Paperweight and I will be happy to assist, of course.
We will?
Man up, Paperweight. Sam is going to need someone familiar with creatures of the Dark Dimension.
That's a good start, but you're gonna need 5 more people. A scuba diver, a veterinarian, a psychologist, a dark wizard, and a brain surgeon.
Did somebody call me?
Mary Dave, former neighbor. And she's pregnant. Wow.
Sybil, you've come to help us save Max?
What? Heck no. Seriously, did somebody call me? Harry Molman grabbed my cell phone from me and smashed it.
What? But...
Oh, all right. I'm in. I'll wait by the car.
Looks like you've got your team, Sam. Now go out there and get Max to eat you. That sounded better in my head than out loud.
That was weird. So Sybil was never pregnant before. What is she pregnant with if she's married to a statue head of Abraham Lincoln? And then all those previous jobs were jobs she had in previous seasons, I think, although the scuba diver one I don't think ever came out. Let's talk to Super Ball.
Very well. Keep me updated. Yes, sir.
How bad's the damage, Super Bowl?
As damage goes, it's rather spectacular, sir. The ex-president is the most horrible and destructive creature ever to enter New York, not counting those coming from Long Island. We've had to quarantine the entire island of Manhattan.
So you're saying it's just us, alone against some colorful street gangs and a sewer system full of bloodthirsty chuds, unless we can escape from New York?
Actually, the chuds have been deployed to secure the perimeter, sir. A little tolerance and appreciation would be nice.
Bunch of reference to New York movies.
Awfully convenient that you're next in line for the presidency right as Max gets turned into a giant monster.
Yes, sir. Convenient. And terrible.
What was that you were talking about? The final imperative?
A full nuclear strike against former President Max.
Where would you get the equipment for that?
Each of the Maintrons has been fitted with a nuclear warhead and given a programming upgrade so that their song references are slightly less dated. Also, they can fly now.
Maintrons are from Season 2. We're getting a lot of characters coming back from Season 1 and Season 2.
A nuclear
which
strike
is what
would
I
wipe
didn't
out all
really
of New
want to
York.
happen.
Not to mention kill my formerly little buddy.
Acceptable losses. It's all part of contingency plan 2, devised when Max became president.
Acceptable? How can you say... Wait, contingency plan 2?
Statistical analysis indicated that Max becoming a gargantuan hellbeast was the second most likely outcome.
What was the most likely outcome?
Imagine a scenario involving the worst aspects of the Norse legend of Ragnarok, the Book of Revelations, and Weekend at Bernie's.
So, that looks like everybody we can talk to here. Let's use the hole, I guess. See what that
Wandering
does.
around the Mole Man tunnels is no fun without Max.
Oh, I can't even do it.
The
real tragedy of Max turning into a giant monster is that this attack is exactly the kind of thing he would love to watch.
So I don't think there's much we can do here. So, spoiler alert,
Half the city is
potentially.
destroyed, and Mama Bosco still can't find someone to help bust up this old Chivero.
Potential spoiler, I haven't played the game, so I don't know. But when the narrator stepped in front of those images and said one of these people you see before you is going to betray Sam or Max, well, the narrator was standing in front of that, and I would heavily suspect, since we've seen him the whole time, that he is going to have some interaction here and actually be a character in the story. So I would not be surprised if it turned out that the narrator was the one that betrayed me. Although all of them are probably the ones that betrayed me in a lot of ways, because they really don't care much about Sam and Max. They just care about keeping themselves alive at the moment. Let's use the exit and see where this goes. It's probably going to be a cutscene, I bet. I don't know what we can really accomplish if we spend the entire act inside of Max.
It's a good day to die. If you're a giant monster attacking the city, am I right, fellas? Now you all know I'm not one for speeches, but I have prepared a few words.
Those are meme charms,
Let's
by the way.
kick that devil bunny's ass. Move out! 1, 2, 3,
4. Be careful!
So we really need to talk to Sybil, but let's see. Ridiculously sized pothole was looking.
Looks like Max has been through here. He must have broken a water main while he was at it.
Here's Sal. Sal's still alive. I thought we killed him.
What's the rumpus?
Hey, Flint, want to join us inside Max's body for...
Don't I, Sam? I've got to beat cheats while the beating's good.
Okay.
Don't fret, Grandpa. I'll put the pinch on those grifters trying to take you for a ride faster than you can shave a hobo's coin slot.
Does he really have to do that with the lingo getting all disturbing?
And it's always about hobos for some reason.
Let's talk to Grandpa Stinky.
That's an Irish lullaby.
The last box of corn dogs in the entire city.
Corn dogs? Gimme, gimme! What? Dog me, Sam. Keep 'em coming.
Go on, beat it. Those imposters like corn dogs as much as the real Max does. I hope that means the real Max is still somewhere inside that lumbering sack of doom.
Go on, shoot!
Use cornmeal.
It's a ton or so of Grandpa Stinky's world-famous ultra-high fructose cornmeal. I don't think I'd be able to carry all of it.
Sorry. So if we mix the cornmeal in the water, it would potentially batter us, and then that might do something. Make us something we could be eating.
Can you not do something about your wee friend here?
I think if you just apologize for calling him short, we could put all this behind us.
It's nae worth it.
Let's see.
Were you making your diabolically delicious demon dogs?
Aye. I really thought they'd bring the city together, too.
That actually sounds kind of generous, Grandpa Stinky.
No, especially since everyone in New York would be hooked, and then they'd have to come to my diner to get any more. I'd make a fortune. And now I suppose you expect me to be giving you my super secret recipe.
Well, yeah, that'd help.
All right, there you go.
That's it?
Of course that's it. It's just a recipe. Why do you always have to make things so complicated?
Good question. Let's ask about the delivery truck.
What's with the delivery truck?
Obviously, I'm delivering food for the war effort.
I don't see anything in there but a bunch of cornmeal.
That's because these flaming parasites ran off with all me wieners.
We must feed the host. Pig lips and sphincters make us stronger. We regret nothing.
With your truck out of commission, now what are you going to do?
Heading back to my diner while I still have one.
But you'll be crushed, or lulled into a horrible nightmarish sleep by the hideous spores.
Come play with us, Grandpa. We will whisper sweet stories from the congressional record.
I haven't slept in 3 years, and I ain't about to start now.
You haven't slept in 3 years?
At least move your truck. You're parked in a red zone.
If you want it moved, then you'll have to do it yourself.
Okay, so we're gonna have to move the truck.
Have you and Stinky patched things up since your birthday party?
She and that bridge and tunnel and sewer boyfriend of hers are up to something. I guarantee it, and they're not going to catch me by surprise.
I think you're being too hard on Sal. I'll bet if you just talked, you'd find out you had a lot in common.
Like what?
Well, you're both almost impossible to kill, you like dark places, and you hiss a lot. Do you want to join us for an action-packed, fantastic voyage inside the body of Max?
Do I? Do I? No!
Oh, come on, Grandpa. Every action rescue team needs an unlikable one who's first to get picked off when the killing starts.
I can't. I'm washing my beard tonight.
Thanks for the recipe, Grandpa Stinky.
Yeah, good luck with that, Marmaduke. Now I've got to perfect a recipe of my own.
So, we need 1,024 gallons of pure New York City tap water, 1 ton of cornmeal, 1 mostly pure pork product by Product Frank or substitute, 800 gallons of vegetable oil, and 1 egg for binding. So 1 egg versus a ton of cornmeal. So, can we use the delivery truck to move it?
Grandpa Stinky's been selflessly devoting his truck to the war effort.
You take the wheels, and I'll check the cab to see if there's a radio.
You'd have to be some kind of monster to loot an emergency vehicle in the middle of a war zone. Besides, I already tried it.
So let's see, can we... Some objects in inventory can be activated on their own. Highlight them. Highlight the corn dogs and then click to activate it to tempt max. Okay.
Something smells good.
Wave the corn dog or eat the corn dog? This is a new interface. Let's wave the corn dog.
Come on, Max. Here, boy.
Let's see. Now, let's walk down this way. And eat the corn dog, I guess. So now we have this ridiculous batter. Let's talk to Sal now.
Hey, Sal. Guess he's still skittish about that whole necking with Girl Stinky, plotting the murder of Grandpa Stinky, and unknowingly contributing to the apocalyptic fever dreams of a mad ventriloquist dummy from the Dark Dimension thing. But what's he doing hanging around Bosco Tech?
Let's use the fire escape. See, I don't get that. Why are we gonna just have the guy show up and then jump off?
Manhattan, a city under siege.
the
but
devil.
is it, as some would have you believe,
Was
the
not
fault
expecting
of
that.
an out-of-control hell beast, or something far, far worse?
We have Jurgen and the devil here at the top, and then vegetable oil tower. So we gotta figure out.
100% pure rapeseed oil. Mama Bosco converted the entire lab to biodiesel. I can't get close to it with that film crew in the way.
So we've got to figure out a way to stop the filming.
Hey,
and then
watch
we'll
it!
have
You're
to-
blocking the live!
Oops, sorry, Jurgen. What's new, Beelzebub?
No time to chat, Sam. I'm doing public relations work that is absolutely crucial to my enterprise.
I didn't even know Hell had a public relations
He's
department.
suing the creators of this game and said,
Now go away.
let's see. Go Mets.
From the great pesto flood of 1908 to the premiere of Starlight Express in 1987, New York City is no stranger to tragedy. But this tragedy...
Go Mets! New York rules!
I will cast you into the pit if you walk into frame again.
Let's see. Jurgen.
Hello, Jurgen. Satan's got you as his cameraman now?
Sam, please. I'm a German vampire. Filmmaking is in my blood, as is the blood of several German filmmakers.
Let's keep talking to Jurgen.
So, Jurgen, need an assistant director or something?
You wouldn't be able to handle it, Sam. Just between you and me, talent is insufferable. Ugh, he keeps telling me, make sure you get my good side. He's Satan. He doesn't have a good side.
Interesting wardrobe you've got going on there, Jurgen.
Figures you would not understand. The goth look is so 3 years ago. 1900 retro is the look for fall in New York City.
Plus, it's a lot cheaper.
Sam, what happened to you to make you so cynical?
Let's ask about public relations.
What are you filming here exactly?
It's just a documentary explaining how I had nothing to do with this giant Max attack.
Ah, plausible deniability.
More like protecting my brand. Just look at that psychic lummox. It just sits there eating things. Where's the temptation? Where's the cruel, ironic twist?
I want to go on record saying sorry Max blew up your toy box.
And that's another thing. Devil's toy box? I've never seen the thing before in my life. It's slander, pure and simple.
Yeah, the story I heard was it got left behind by some elder gods or something.
Exactly. Elder gods. They were already gone by the time I got here. Pinning this on me is nothing but character assassination.
Want to be part of my rescue team?
Hey, Satan, want to join our rescue team for fun-filled escapades inside Max's innards?
Now, what could I possibly have to gain from that?
Well, it'd be a lot of fun, and you could just pop us all right inside with your magic powers and stuff. Besides, it's just a good, noble thing to do.
You're not familiar with my previous work, are you?
Any ideas how we could get Max to eat us?
You keep asking me to help you, Sam. I don't believe you understand. I'm kind of a bad guy.
Let's ask about vegetable
Mind
oil.
if I scooch on through and get to that water tower?
I cannot deal with more of these delays.
Please, Sam. The lighting is perfect right now. Be a good boy and wait until we're finished here.
When are you gonna be finished?
It's really important that I get over to that.
Did you know there's a special circle in hell dedicated to people who interrupt me while I'm working?
Point taken.
What about behind the scenes?
So, that bald spot of yours keeps showing up on camera. Can you guys fix that in post?
What, is it showing? My stylist explicitly guaranteed it wouldn't be visible.
Alright, let's take the microphone.
Satan keeps waving that microphone around like he's some kind of big shot.
How about this? Use the corn dog. with the microphone. There we go. This should work.
Sound check!
Check, check. Succubus, succubus. Is this thing on?
Yay!
So that's 2 ingredients in
Are you
there.
okay, Satan? That was quite a fall.
I've had worse, but I can tell when I'm not wanted. Come on, Jurgen.
Oh, thank wickedness, that nightmare is finally over.
Let's go back to hell.
Oh, right.
So we need an egg. We'll probably get that from Mr. Featherly. And we need a couple more ingredients that we will get in the next recording. We're making progress here. We're back to Axe, which is interesting because the previous episode did not have Axe at all. It just would say we were in a specific area and tell us the time and date, which is more than enough than you really need, but it was rather strange. This whole interface seems a little strange at times. It seems to be half-baked and half-completed. Anywho, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.